Basically, the quartering was using his wife as a shield and saying, you guys, my wife is under attack. My bull's wife is under attack from the woke right. So basically, he's like, you guys can't do that. She's not a person online. So you can't do that. And it turns out that that's not even true. And she's in a lot of his videos, and she's like on the Coffee Brand Coffee website. She's in his one of his first channels, the Claw Stuck one, where he plays claw machines. And yeah, she was in a lot of his stuff. So that was a lie, but he used that as a way to say, like, no, you can't criticize my wife. And so he was like implying threats. When I say implying, I mean he was saying he was going to exercise his power to deplatform the Kino Casino, and he gave a bunch of justifications. Here's him using his wife as a shield. I reached out privately to both him and PPP. I have reached out, let's see, I begged them to be reasonable. So he was begging Andy and PPP to stop making fun of his marriage. Meanwhile, he's the one like broadcasting his lust to everyone. First will be your YouTube, which is a violation of a ban evasion, which wasn't true. And then next it'll be your Kick. And after this, Jeremy proceeded to try to contact a Kick owner, which we saw through the Josh Moon and Quartering messages. And because, like I said, Josh Moon was trying to be a mediator for them, for Jeremy to prove his finances, because he always says like, oh, well, I'm poor, I'm rich, whatever. So they wanted to get the story straight. My fucking hair is my mouth. Okay. And he says again, I tried to reason with them. The Kick CEO already added me back, so we'll see. So he's saying we'll see about getting them deplatformed from Kick. And how his wife supports him. And he never wanted to do this in 20 years, but he begged them to be reasonable, to stop making jokes about him and the things he overshares and the things he does to himself. And he also said this today, I asked them kindly. I basically begged them to consider leaving my wife, who is not an online person, out of it, which I explained is not true. It's a very reasonable request. It's actually not. It's actually not a reasonable request because you included her in a lot of your content. Like, a lot of that channel had her in it. Your Coffee Brand Coffee features her. Like, you mentioned her so much that your own co-host had to tell you to stop doxing your wife on stream. And so he's like, no, but you're not allowed to talk about her. It's actually not a reasonable request, and they can actually make fun of whatever they want. And it's not like they're doxing your wife, or like you're the one who set yourself up for this. No decent human would act like they do. Yeah, no decent human would make fun of the Quartering. You're all indecent people. You hear him? All of you. And he says if he wanted to actually get them banned, he could have done it very easily. Okay? He could have waved his wand and did it very easily. Okay? He's flexing. He's on a power trip. But he wasn't smart enough to think about that marketing, basically. But yeah, here's Kino getting their stuff removed, and PPP talking about how they had to post on their main channel because they couldn't even post on their side channel anymore because it got taken down for like harassment or bullying. And so Quartering was denying doing it. But then clearly he's like flexing his power and being like, I could get them taken down. I'm going to take everything you guys have. the balding Jer emo. Didn't you hear he's politically homeless? Maybe he's libertarian again. You know what's hard? Watching this slop. Can we chill with the greed? Jeremy Hambley not embarrassing his wife. The woke Jer. Like literally the entire chat was like this. And I scrolled up and this was the rest of it too. Don't scare the cuck, suffer cuckold. Have a good weekend, chat. That's the best one. It's just so like it's almost like schizophrenic, because if you weren't tuned into all of this and you just go into so much chat and you see him banning people for asking how his weekend is, you would think he's psychotic. So that, I don't know, that one really cracks me up. Yeah, he's using his wife as a shield against the bunny and carrot that have ruined his life for laughing at him, that are an imminent threat. There are still a small amount of people that are trying to give Jeremy the benefit of the doubt, even though he's trying to deplatform people and he's crashing out everyone. He's blocking everyone. He's locking his replies. Okay, Jer has been radicalized. All right, for the second time. Charlie Kirk was the first time. He's been radicalized. I don't know why, but the tweet of him saying I've been radicalized, it's pretty funny. And people are like, you know, you're being too hard on him. You're being mean. I saw one person say like, oh, he already apologized. So actually, it's like the whole thing all over again with Elijah Schaefer and Sarah Stock. It was like not even a day after the incident, people were like, they're Christians, you have to forgive. It's like, the body's not even cold yet. It was, I swear to God, it was like a few minutes after, people were already like, oh, you can't continue to hold him accountable. And that's really what it comes down to. It's like a lot of bullshit and lack of accountability. But for those that are like, you know, Jared's the real victim here, the quarter cock is the real one under the attack here. Okay, I was combing through his tweets and I saw this one of him talking about a 12-year-old. Talking about a 12-year-old's hairline. Okay, Kim Kardashian's daughter. Attacking the daughter's look. So you guys are like, oh, you know, he's not like, he's even talking about little girls' looks. Like, they're even 12-year-olds are not off the menu here. I thought the white boys like Kanye. What's going on here? And this, I understand there's a whole wave of wokeism and, you know, women that are like making false claims and saying it's like this or that to get the guy in trouble, whatever. But to me, this is what changed the circumstance, because he directly calls for this person to be harassed. Now, maybe the person was being overly sensitive and that's how it got to this point. And then it resulted in Jeremy getting banned from, I think it was the Magic the Gathering official events or whatever. Listen to this.
About your cosplay giving them an erection. Because fuck you, like, hold
on, let me rewind for
never
context.
felt the warm hug of a vagina to give you their Patreon dollars. Like, you know, 13, 14.
So he's responding to this tweet. So this person claims that she was harassed due to TheQuartering's coverage of her over the course of 6 months. And Quartering denies this, and she says, came for cosplay inspiration and left. She posted a message of someone saying this. Came for cosplay inspiration and left only an erection. In all seriousness, love your work. And then she said, allow messages on my Facebook again. Question my life choices immediately. So this is Jared responding to that.
15-year-old kid that doesn't have social skills. Please, everyone on the internet, come and support CS Sprinkle Run on Twitter and let her know how totally unattractive and unsexual she looks and how few Patreon dollars you're going to give her. And maybe she will avoid these digital rapes.
I can't tell if he's sober there or not, but because it sounds like he's slurring a little, but maybe he's just being slow. But to me, it sounds like he's a little drunk. But he's telling people, hey, go tell this woman how ugly she is, and like jingle money in her face. Now, you guys know I'm very outspoken against like the entire thing of like online prostitution, etc. And like, I'm sorry, but I have to say, like, she does have a case in saying that you're harassing her when you're telling all of your audience to go call her ugly. That's a sour simp moment. He has a lot of sour, his whole thing with Sydney is a sour simp moment. This is just one example. This example is from years and years ago, but I'm just trying to explain to you guys that this is from a long history of him doing this sort of thing and then saying he's the victim that's under attack for his freedom of speech.
In their right mind, ever make a comment about your cosplay
wrong.
giving them an erection? Because fuck you, like, you know, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid that doesn't have social skills. Please, everyone on the internet, come and
see. To me, it sounds like he doesn't even have an understanding of what sexual harassment would be, because we all agree there is a concept called that, right? It exists, right? And there is a point where it crosses that line, right? You wouldn't want your daughter to receive this message, for example. Now, like, maybe she's like posting her body nude online, I don't know, right? But he's going and saying, you know what, like, everyone go tell her she's ugly. I think he just has a long history of doing this sort of stuff. It's not, so to say it's just a joke or it's a one-off is wrong. And I don't think that he's the victim that's lay under attack.